Hello everyone, back at it again with Budcast, the Buddy Podcast. With me, Tsamarah, as your host for today's episode. And here with me, we have our three special guests, Khansa, Maryam, and Andres. Hello.
Hello.
Okay.
Hi, Samara.
Hello. Hi. Okay, since maybe our audience haven't know you guys yet, maybe you can introduce yourself, starting from Andres, maybe?
I will say ladies first.
Oh, okay, ladies first then. Starting from Maryam then.
My name is Maryam. My last name is Askari, and I am right now 26 years old. I'm originally from Afghanistan and one of the international students of ATS.
Okay, thank you, Maryam, for your introduction. Next, Khansa, please introduce yourself.
Okay. Hello, everyone. Hello, Tsamarah. Hello, Maryam and Andres. Nice to see you again, guys.
Hello.
Anyway, I will introduce myself. My name is Berliana Khansa Salsabila. Everyone's call me Khansa. I'm studying environmental engineering department in my second year. I'm very happy because this holiday will be very, very long, and have a nice holiday, everyone.
Okay. Thank you, Khansa. Next, lastly, our last guest, Andres.
Hello all, nice to meet you. My name is Andres. I am a KMB scholarship student. I come from Colombia. I'm 35 years old right now. I'm doing my master's degree at electronical engineering, well, in the electrical faculty here. And yeah, that's me. Nice to see you all. And I'm glad to see that you all are happy and doing fine today.
Okay, now let's talk about the theme for today's podcast. So in the second episode of podcast, we will be discussing about SDG 5, gender equality, which talks about equal standings of men and women, as well as women's empowerment. Are you guys looking forward to it?
Yes.
Yeah?
Yes, sure.
Okay, this is kind of interesting for me because we will have two different points of view from our male and female guests here. In many regions of the world, women are still empowered and are being harassed. And it even got worse during this COVID-19 pandemic. Do you guys know about this?
Yes.
Yes.
Yes. Actually, intrafamiliar violence, at least in my country, I have been watching the statistics. It has risen by nearly 300%. So yeah, it's quite an issue, and yeah, it's related to spending a lot of time together and all the disagreements they have before. If they don't know how to face them, it will end up in really bad situations for everyone.
Yes. Okay. Here we have a reference from a British medical journal. In a province in China, there was a triple in the number of domestic violence cases in February 2020 compared with February 2019, estimating that 90% were related to the COVID-19 pandemic. It was very, very sad, actually. I want to ask, is there like any laws or regulation to support women in your country? Like, as you say, because they have like lack of freedom, right?
Yeah. Really, there is some, for example, some organizations, some think that the woman can go there and talk about their rights there, but it has another regulation also. How? For example, if I have a woman and I want to go there and say, okay, I have this problem in my family, it's like this, like that, or I have this problem in my job, it's like this, like that, They always tell me, prove it. Prove it that you're like this or you're under this pressure. Because there are sometimes something that you cannot prove, or you don't have anything to prove it, but something had happened before. It is a hard situation, and this the hard regulation of them, that when we want to do something, we have to prove it. Okay, I'm under pressure. I don't have my freedom, but how can I prove it? This is the big problem that I'm not happy with that.
Yeah, okay. I just hope that this issue is getting better in your country, Maryam. And how about Andres?
I will say that in my country, well, same as in Mariam's country, we had a long conflict. The FARC, which was a guerrilla movement that disbanded recently in the last 4 years, they had a war with the government for nearly 50 years. So it was a long time conflict as well, the one we had there. And sadly, as in many conflicts, the ones that suffer the most are the civilians, especially women, because they're being attacked by every single factor of a conflict. So, well, in order for that to regulate that, to make it slightly better, my country in 2011 created something, I think it was in 2011, I'm not completely sure. They created something that is called the National Public Politics of Gender Equality for Women. And with that, they wanted to improve women's condition, and they wanted women to be more empowered and to be able to have the same opportunities as men do, and to earn the same payments. In my country right now, we have like, well, in the management positions, we have more women than men. We have like, I think 53 or 57% of the management positions are taken by women. However, when you check the salaries, women's salaries are less than the ones that men earn doing the same job.
Oh.
So yeah, but that's why the country has to be taking care of that, has started to take care of those aspects. Also, there's something that was stipulated not so long ago, and because a really bad case that happened, gruesome death of one woman. So they created something that is like called feminicide, the figure of feminicide, that is when they kill a woman. So they have like stricter regulations when someone consciously goes to harm a woman and actually kills her. So right now they're like trying to, you know, sadly, maybe it was because of family values or something. Some people wasn't able to understand that men and women are alike. And sadly, some men think that they can pass over women. So they need this kind of regulations, this kind of rules to stop men, which, well, because of phenotype, men usually are stronger and bigger than women. And they created these regulations to be able to protect women the best way they can, even when nobody's present. Because yeah, well, you know, it's about genetics and there's nothing to do against it. Women are like smaller than men. If you compare a brother and a sister, usually sisters are more feeble than the men. So they need to improve some things in order to protect women. However, I will say that if things were taken care of at house and family values are placed inside of, are incepted into people, they will be able to have a better relationship with women in the future and respect them same as they do with other men.
Okay, I see. So you said that your country has like a regulations, right?
Yes.
Do this regulation actually help the aim to protect women?
Well, for me, they have beautiful rules, beautiful regulations. Sadly, some of those are not really taken into account. The country is trying the best via laws, but something is what you have written and some other thing is what actually happens. So the country is trying to do the best to improve women's situation, to protect women, but it depends on people to follow those regulations and to really protect women.
Okay. What do Khansa and Maryam think about Colombia's regulations? Or
Yeah, sorry.
Yeah,
yeah, you go.
Same with Indonesia. We have Badan HAM, Hak Asasi Manusia, also to deal with the woman harassment. And there is still a lot of harassment against women as well as in Indonesia. This is due to the community mindset that considers women to be weak. Some even say that the duty of women is to only serve their husbands. That's not entirely wrong, but we also have the right to a decent life, right? And about the pandemic, in fact, harassment can be done anywhere and anytime, not depending on the pandemic. In my opinion, it depending on one's psychological condition. When this pandemic causes a person to be depressed, stressed, and anxious, there is potential to someone to do something that really they don't want actually, but they do it because their psychological condition, I think.
Yeah, I just hope that even we have like this institute and regulations, I hope that more people are actually fighting for it. You know, it's actually very sad to see this all of issue of gender equality still happening in many countries. And so I hope that in Afghanistan and Colombia, this issue will get better, and as well as Indonesia too, because gender equality is still a big issue here as well, sadly. Okay, now maybe we can observe from our closest environment in our campus, ITS. As well, all of you know, ITS is an engineering institute with the majority of students are male. What do you think about SDG 5 in ITS? Has it implemented well in ITS? Maybe Khansa, as an Indonesian student who study in ITS, want to give a statement?
Okay. I think gender refers to something that can be changed. For example, the position of president. Can woman be a president? Of course, right? Then that is gender. But woman and men are not gender. We cannot change a woman born into a man. So it's not gender. So equality of gender leads to something that is identical to men but can be done by women and vice versa. So it has nothing to do with the dominance of male student in ITS because it's a matter of interest, I think. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, so maybe Maryam and Andres, do you think that SDG 5 have implemented well in ITS?
I don't know if you know, when did they start to follow the SDGs here in ITS?
Oh, actually, towards world-class universities, ITS has made like efforts to actualize SDGs, including SDG 5. So do you guys think that there is another way to promote and improve SDG 5 in our environment in campus? As a student, maybe, what can you do to promote SDG 5? Maybe
I think it's kind of hard to doing action, right? What might possible, for example, is creative campaign, socialization, something like that. But for me myself, if I want to show that women also can do success like men, we have to prove it. We have to prove that we as women can be leader, can achieve the same success as men. Something like that.
Okay, thank you. How about Maryam and Andres? What can you do to promote SDG 5?
As I think, I am just remembering right now some boxes in my bachelor degree university. There were some boxes, green boxes inside of the halls. And my university was a building that has five floors, and each floor has, I think, one box, yeah. And inside of that box, it was only for girls, for women that they were sent here. Inside of that box, if there were any male friend or any male student that belongs to the university, I mean that he is in going and coming in the university every day or some day of the week. If they had anything to say for you that is not good, for example, the example that Andres said that one of the classmates say to another classmate that you have to wear longer skirts, such a thing issues, you can write down on a paper, sign it, and write the ID of the person, his name, his faculty, or something, even if you have his phone number or like that, and put this inside of that boxes. These boxes were opening once in a week, every Saturday. Every Saturday they will open the box and they bring it out. And there was a committee. This committee was reading these letters. If these letters, there are some issues that they are not logical, really. For example, there are something that some people that are like they're kidding with each other, but some of them are really serious. They find the serious ones, and they always had how can I say for you, a committee that was supporting the women inside of the my university, my bachelor degree university.
Well, I think that Mariam's idea of placing these boxes, and because many times it's the fear of the woman stepping up and saying that something happened to her that actually stops her from doing so. So I think that kind of anonymatum can help a woman, and can help more women actually, to be able to say what is really happening. So I think that's a really nice idea.
Yeah.
Also, I will think that changes have to be done at the upper echelons as well. So maybe have a percentage of women that have to be in higher up positions, a minimum number of percentage of women that should be in higher up positions inside ITS will be good as well. And that same number could apply to either men and women. You know, it's like at least this percentage of one gender has to be there. And that could be really good because it could show that women are as capable as men of doing the same things that men do.
Yeah. Okay. I really agree with all of your ideas. It is actually a very, very good idea. And even though SDG 5 is not yet fully achieved, we should start small things like express and then respect everyone so that we can promote this SDG 5 in our environment. Okay, now moving on, things are going to be really exciting because this is the game time. Yay! Yay! Okay, so this game is called Guessing Indonesian Food. And I will give you a picture of the food close up and you guys will try to guess it. And you can also ask for clues to me or Khansa if you guys need any help for the questions. Now, do you guys have any questions for the game?
Indonesian food, so I will be the winner.
Okay, so basically, Khansa here will help Maryam and Andres. So the one who will answer is Maryam and Andres. Okay, Khansa?
Okay.
So it will be fair then. It will be fair. Okay. Any questions?
Well, we'll see how it goes.
Okay then. If there is no other questions, without further ado, let's start the game.
Do you have any prize?
Oh, okay.
Oh my God, what is that?
Mac and
It
cheese?
looks like a meat. Mac and cheese is an Indonesian food.
Hold on. I will say that
Okay.
the
What
right
is
side.
it?
What is
It
that?
is noodles. They had
Oh,
noodles
udon.
and
Yeah,
there's a
noodle.
meat also, I think.
Yeah, that's correct.
Noodles and meat. What is the mixture of this food? It can be
Nasi udon, nasi. No, sorry. Me. How do you call the big noodles?
The big noodles?
Yes.
We actually
No, because you have like normal sized noodles, and then you have like big sized noodles. This one is one of the big sized ones.
Oh, I think it's actually the same. The name is the same. Okay. Do you guys
I
need
think you
more
have
clues?
to. I think you have to focus on the meat there.
Yeah. Because the
Not on
noodles
the
is
noodle.
the side dish.
Well, actually, the
Yes.
meat it's hard to identify for me at this time because I will go for something like gula merah. It
Yeah.
looks like gula merah for me right now, so that's why it's
Hey,
hard
oh
for
my
me to
God.
identify the meat.
We're going to move on to the clear picture of the food.
Ooh.
bakso.
Okay.
Bakso.
Oh, you guys
Actually,
guessed it
I
very
think that's
well.
the big bakso. How do you call it? There's one that you call when the meatball is really big. You have a special name for that as well.
No, same. Pentol besar.
It's the same. Pentol besar and
Oh.
pentol kecil actually. Okay, because
Pentol
I think
besar?
Maryam answered it first, yeah.
Yeah, I told I was not sure about my internet connection. I think that you didn't hear my sound.
Okay.
I actually heard Maryam first, so I'll give this point for this question for Maryam. It's okay,
Yes.
Andres, you can answer for the
Yes,
next
yes, yes.
question. Okay, moving
I
on to the
can
next
try.
question.
Let's eat meatball together, guys.
Oh, yeah.
Sure.
Oh.
I like bakso keju, actually.
Bakso
Oh,
keju.
yeah,
What I
yeah,
like
yeah.
the most.
Yeah,
Where
it's
do you
very,
buy
very
it?
good.
Geomatic canteen?
Can you please
Hello?
repeat the question? Yeah, can you please repeat?
Where do you buy meatballs? Bakso keju?
Okay, I usually
Where?
take it here close, nearby well, inside the campus, there's a place called Governor. And usually I go there to eat bakso keju. It's close to Block J. Yeah, it's like in Block
Oh,
J.
all right.
Oh, so
By
you
the way,
guys
Khansa, you're
actually
saying,
like it.
yeah, Khansa was saying to go and eat together. So are you here in Surabaya as well, Khansa?
Not yet.
Okay, when you come, we
soon
can
lah,
do
soon
it.
lah. September, I think.
Oh, okay.
September.
Okay.
We'll see, yeah?
Okay, this is actually everyone's favorite food, isn't it?
Yes.
Okay, now moving on to the next question.
Oh, it's so
Oh my God.
Yellow. It seems yellow.
This one is, I think, coconut, maybe.
Ooh,
Hey,
unfortunately.
Mariam,
like
you
it
have to
has
remember
some
this
coconut
food,
thing.
Mariam.
What?
You have to remember this food. Oh my God.
Remember? Oh.
Okay, come on, guys.
Sorry, but I can.
Soto?
Oh, that's correct, Andres. It is soto.
We used to
Andres,
eat soto.
Oh.
Yeah.
when you
eat
come from
soto.
airport, right?
Yes.
Soto Caha. Do you remember?
Oh my God, you got soto cheher? That was the first one you got, like with the chicken feet?
Yes. Do you eat this a lot, Andres, in ITS?
Actually, I don't usually eat it here in ITS, but I have eaten some different kinds of soto all over the place. And it's quite nice. From time to time, I go to Canteen Pusat and I take it, but not that often.
Okay, and then that is 1 point for Andres. And now we're going to move on to the last question. So we will know the winner after this. Okay, I think it's
so easy,
right.
guys.
Nasi goreng?
It's very
Nasi goreng.
Wow,
So fast. So fast.
so fast. Wow, I think it's very easy. I think it's too easy for you guys to answer this. Do you like this? Do you eat this a lot too? How do you know? I mean, how do you know directly?
Well, because usually when it has rice, it's nasi goreng. It was the
Okay.
most common one.
And
Yeah, yeah.
really,
Yeah, but
I watched how to make this dish on YouTube many times because I want to make it in my room. I
Okay.
watched the video many times, but I never did it.
yeah, you have different
Yeah.
kinds of nasi goreng here. Actually, there's something that is like red, kind of like this one that they sell in Deles. I don't know if you have go there.
Okay.
Deles. They sell some really nice nasi goreng there.
Oh, yeah, yeah. We have a lot of restaurants that serve very, very delicious nasi goreng. And even you guys can actually cook it by yourself because it's very,
Yes, but
very
it takes,
easy.
well, not so
It's
easy
easy
because
to.
you have to grind a lot of things first and
Ah,
then mix
yeah.
them and so on. It takes some time.
And with that, guys, the podcast comes to an end. Thank you for Khansa, Andres, and Maryam for your participation in Budcast. And of course, I will also thank you for our audience who watch Budcast.
Let's
Let's
spread
Spread
Happiness.
happiness.
happiness. Okay.